This video is a response to one of the viewer of my channel who was trying to install DB2 12.1 and the user faced an error with missing packages. I tried to reply to the comment and explain how to do that, but the user was unable to fix it using the instructions that I provided. So I thought let's record a video. Now this error, although is basically while installing the DB2, but this particular video is not specific to DB2. This particular tutorial is how to fix the missing packages that you will get. Now you can get those missing packages for installation if you want to do an Oracle database installation or MySQL installation or Postgres or any other software which has got the packages that are dependent for that particular software. So this, although I'm going to explain this for the DB2, however, this is not specific to DB2. This is how you can install the missing packages. Now, the error that user got is kernel devel, GCC and GCC C++ and GCC. These are the three packages. So let's go ahead and see if we have got the similar error. So I got here, let me go to this location and I'll try to install the DB2. So here we got the DB2 prerequisite check. So let me run that particular command and let's see what missing packages we have got. And yes, we got the kernel devel, we got the GCC and we got the GCC. So the whatever error user was getting, same missing packages, we also have those same missing packages, which means that we will not be able to successfully install DB2 on this particular machine. Now, how do you fix it? The command is pretty simple. The command is actually yum install. But before you do that, what you need to do, there are multiple ways of doing this. So there are three options how you can fix this. You can set up the repo which points to the distro's original. What is distro here? The distribution such as Oracle or Red Hat distribution, whatever distribution that you are using, you can set up the repo on your machine which points to the distribution's original repo. This would need an internet connection. If you don't have the internet connection, you can set up your own repo. And to set up your own repo, you need to have an ISO image. You need to have an ISO image to set up your own repo. Now, if you don't have the internet connection, you don't have the ISO image and you want to install, then you can actually search the packages on the internet and you can manually download those packages and install. This particular method is not recommended because when you try to install any package manually, you might have another package which is required for that particular package to work, which means you'll have to spend a lot of time to find out what are those missing packages and then you'll have to install them one by one. In this particular video, we will see how to do this and how to do this. So we are going to see both of this. So let's actually go to a location. So the location that we are interested is the cd/etc/yum/repos.repos.d. Under this, you should be able to find this repo files. This particular repo files, if you open this particular repo file, it actually points to, you can see it actually points to the internet location. And this particular repo file, whenever you are trying to install any package, it will go to this particular location and it will try to pull that particular package for you. So what we are going to do, what error we are getting? We are getting an error which I have already shown. Let me show it to you one more time. So let's go to that location and let's run that particular command. And we are getting these three packages: kernel devel, GCC and GCC C++ and GCC. So let's try to install this missing package. Let's try to install this particular missing package. Or what we will do, we will install yum. Instead of that, we will try to install yum install GCC. Now what's going to do is going to actually update the repository to the latest one. So give it a few seconds for it to complete. We should be there. It's basically it will look for the latest repository and it will update the metadata. Now when you ran a single command yum install GCC, these particular packages are also required for it to work. So what is doing, it's actually this particular package is updating and this particular package is upgrading. These particular packages are already there on the system. However, what's needed is to run this particular package, it's also going to update this particular package. So that's what it's going to do. So it's going to install one package and it's going to upgrade 4 packages. So let's go ahead and say why. And what's going to do is going to download all of these packages for us, and then it's going to install those packages for us. So that looks good. Now let's take a look at what is our missing packages, and we should see that the GCC is no longer there. So this was the way we fixed one of the package. Now I wanted to show you the another package, and what this pack method did is it actually went to the internet, it went to the repository, and it actually installed that. And if you want to know what are the repositories that you have, you can use yum repo list command, which will show that these are the repositories which are configured on this particular machine. And basically it went to this particular repository and it pulled the package from this particular repository. Now if you don't have the internet connectivity, this particular method is not going to work. So what we are going to do, we are going to go to the location. What we are going to do, we are going to get rid of all these repos. So we will, as you can see, we have got 3 repos on the system. So let's go to the location where these repositories are stored, which is cd etc yum.repos.d, and let's get rid of the everything which is present in that. So let's get rid of all the repo files. Now if I do here, it's completely blank. And now if I run m repo list, you should not have any repositories because we got the repositories deleted. From etc yum repository, we have got the repositories deleted. So then we are going to see the second method where we are going to, now we have the ISO image and we are going to use that ISO image to install the packages. So what we are going to do, we are going to create a file. So let's say vi, and we will say media dot, because it's ISO media. So media.repo, we are going to create a file. Let's insert this particular things. And from where I got all of this, I'm going to show it to you in a minute. So let's insert this, and I'm this, and basically it is from the CD-ROM. So this is this 2 things, base and the app stream. This is the 2 repos that it will get created. I'm creating a .repo file and I'm going to insert these 2 into the repository. So let's save this. Now if you saw that we had no repositories, now if I run mRepoList, we should have exactly 2 repositories. One is local repo and one is appstream repo. So let's take a look at that and let's run this, and you can see we have the local repo for the base OS and appstream repo, and this is the local repository from the ISO image. Now we also need the ISO image for this to work. So what we are going to do, we are going to create a directory. If it is not there, if it is there, we can skip this. So we are going to create a directory called CD-ROM. So let's create a directory called CD-ROM. That's done. Now let's mount the disk. The ISO image will mount that particular disk using mount CD-ROM dot CD to that directory that we created. The CD-ROM has been mounted. Let's go to this particular location. Let's verify if the CD-ROM has been mounted, and you can see we got the CD-ROM mounted. And here you can see this particular file called media repo. This is exactly something similar that I created over there. Now that we got the repository setup, we got the media mounted. Now let's run the same command once again, the missing packages, and let's see what missing packages we had. So let's go to this particular location and we will do the prerequisite check. We have still 2 missing packages, and let's run this, and you can see we have got the kernel devel and we got the GCC C++ which are missing. We are going to install this particular package and we are going to install this particular package, but this time we are going to install it from the CD-ROM or the ISO image that we have mounted to this machine. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's say yum install -y, so it should not prompt us, otherwise it will prompt us. So let's give kernel devel. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to put it here, and you can see it's done, and that's installed successfully. So that looks good. So the first package has been installed. Now we will also install the second missing package. So give it a few seconds for this particular package to get installed. And that's complete. So the first part is done. Let's install the second missing package, GCC C++, which is also missing. So let's take that and let's give it a command, and that's done. And now we have, looks like we have installed all the packages. let's do the prerequisite check, which was failing, which was saying that we have 3 missing packages. One we installed using the internet repo, and 2 we installed using the media ISO repo. So let's take a look, and you can see the prerequisite check has confirmed that the installations were met. So we were able to install the repo. So these are the 2 methods. The third method, which is not recommended, we'll have to manually download the package and install. Now, why I don't want to do that? Because if you notice that when we ran a single installation command, it actually pulled multiple packages, which means that we'll have to download those packages manually, and then we'll have to transfer them to the server, and then using RPI or yum local install, we'll have to use that particular command. It is possible to do that. I have done it multiple times, but I don't recommend that method because it is a time consuming method. I hope this particular tutorial was useful. In this particular tutorial, we learned how to install the missing packages, and we'll use the yum command again. The thing is, I explained for the DB2, but you can face this error in any installation that you are doing, and this is the way that you can fix it. I hope this particular tutorial is useful. I hope this particular tutorial is useful to the user who posted this command, and after watching this particular video, the user will be able to fix the error that the user is facing. Again, thank you for watching. If you like the video that I have uploaded, if you do like the content that I have uploaded, to like my channel, to hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and see you in next tutorial. Till then, bye bye.